Welcome to the GW Promotional Podcast. Another great episode coming up here. Greg, it's been a little while. How are we doing?
We're doing good, Kate.
You look nice and tan.
Yeah, well, I've been outside. I've been outside a lot. I've been on a lot of racetracks lately. So
Yeah.
we got a lot of things going. But yeah, it's been a little over 2 months since we've been in studio.
It has.
Yeah.
And now it's beautiful summer weather. And if I may, you've already opened yours.
Yes, I
Cheated
have.
a little bit. I'm going to, on camera, open up my wonderful Truly.
Yeah.
I will be drinking the watermelon cucumber margarita style.
Yeah, and I've got my strawberry hibiscus. It's pretty good. You know, I'm not huge on strawberry.
Ooh, that is sweet. It's good.
You
good,
like
good
that?
Sweet.
It's got a little cucumber
Wow.
kick to it, right?
It's like at the spa, but like on the beach.
Right. You know, I'm not a huge, like I said, I'm not a huge strawberry fan, but you know, with what they've done with the blended of this, it's pretty good.
And
it
it's
really
wonderful
is.
to have Truly on here. It's also wonderful that we have DraftKings and the New Hampshire State Lottery
Yes.
because they have you covered for you put $50 down and you get another free $50 to bet with. So it's like it's a win-win for everyone.
It's a win-win, and it's a good way for the people to get introduced into the DraftKings and everything, and with the New Hampshire Lottery, it's a great program.
It is, and I know that you just went to the Claremont Speedway.
Yes, 10 days ago, exactly today,
Yeah.
we had the Weaver Brother Construction 125, and the event went off very well. Ben Byrne was the winner. I talked to him this past Saturday about it again, and he won it Saturday again at Monadnock. So he's got his car dialed in, and he's pretty pumped. He advanced with Todd Patno now to the Final Four at Championship Weekend at Monadnock. So they're looking forward to the next event at Lee.
So now they're just prepping the cars, getting everything going there.
Yeah, I mean, they got another big race for the Nastra Modifieds this weekend at Monadnock. They got the Firecracker Apex Firecracker 100, so it's a 100-lapper race for them this week.
Ooh,
and
are you going to that one too?
I'll be there. Yeah. I'm going to be there, and going to. We'll talk about it a little bit more, but we're going to Seekonk for some big event down there, Modified Madness on Wednesday night. So yeah,
Is that going to be a long event, you think?
which one's that? The Wednesday?
The one on Wednesday?
It is. I mean, they've got the tri-track guys there and everything running their modifieds, and then they've got the Smack 350 Smack super modifieds there, and then they've got their regular division stuff and some other series that are going on. So it's really good. It is really a special night. They've done this for a few years, and Seekonk, the guys down there, they put on a great show.
And it's good to keep it now in Massachusetts. You get the Massachusetts crowd here, New Hampshire.
Yep.
For us over here, it's a little bit of a drive, but that's okay. You know, it's New
It
England. You're
seems
used to
like
it, right?
everything is a drive.
Yeah.
Everything that we're doing and everything. I was talking with Trench a while ago about that and everything. You know, we're trying to keep things that are, not too far of a drive, but when they are, we're going to make sure that you guys are set up at a hotel and stuff. So
All good.
it is. It is. We're looking forward to it.
And I know you set up the GW tent. How did that go?
The GW apparel tent went very well. Went very smooth this week. I had 3 or 4 new people doing that with us. We had the catering going on. The podcast stuff went very well, and then everybody knows we had the only actually, let's say there's 2 downfalls. We had a 50-mile-an-hour gust come up before the first podcast and wiped out a brand new tent. So everybody was kind of, sitting there going, all right, Greg doesn't want to talk about that. And I kept my focus to the left because they set the damaged tent over to the right.
Jeez.
I really didn't want to look at it. So, but besides that, we had the issue with we're going to take Jack a root off his scooter going forward. He came down the hill and hit some soft sand and did a little endo. Broke a couple ribs. Nobody knew it, but Dave Sutherland and Randy Wheelock and Kevin Bazan did a really great job of, we didn't skip a beat. And Jackie was at the hospital getting checked out during the whole event before it even started. He is, and Jackie, he's 73 years young. And I told him 4 wheels and a golf cart from now on, no more scooter.
Right. Yeah. Was it one in like a basket?
No, it was just like one of those, almost like it was an upscaled like Razor's type of scooter, where he just and he runs it all around Stafford, he runs it all around Monadnock, and everybody saw him on it, and they go, "What's Jackie doing on a scooter?" And Jackie is Jackie. We all feel like we're younger. We all act younger than we are. We all want to be younger. And, it is what it is. But, yeah, it's, I did tell Jackie, I'm going to say, listen, I tell you like my father, you're off the scooter, you're in the golf cart.
Well, is he going to cover any of it he has a Sirius XM radio show?
Oh, yeah, he has his XM show, and then he also has his Jackaroo wind tunnel, and he's been covering it. He's been doing it from home, and
that's wonderful.
As of Friday, we stopped doing texting, and we were able to start talking on the phone because it's the two upper ribs, and it hurts even when he was talking, so... But he's doing it. He said finally Friday afternoon he was feeling better. So
thank goodness.
Yeah, I sent him a text today, and he's even doing better. So we're going to talk tomorrow on some stuff because this is going to be a wild week. We got a lot of things going on. So
we do. You got the Seekonk. You got Claremont coming up.
No, we got Lee coming up. We just did Claremont.
Yeah, excited for Lee.
We are. Besides having us with the GW Promotional 125, which what it is right now, got a couple other things that might be coming into the wind on that. But we got the Granite State Pro Stock Series. They're going to have a 100-lap race there. And Corey LaJoy and Tyler Reddick from the Cup Series will be there running in the Pro Stocks. And there may be some other things going on, too. So.
Are you going to do the national anthem?
Oh, yes.
Contest?
Yep.
Is that still going on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shauna Belte will be doing that one.
Oh, nice.
We had Stephanie at there, and then Stephanie will be doing Hudson.
Did she do the last one as well?
Stephanie did the one at Claremont and it was very well. She was on the podcast and all that. So the third podcast. We did our first podcast in the pit, and then we did a second one with the fastest lap with Brian Roby, and then we did a third one for a few minutes with Stephanie, and I was on that one with her, with Kevin Bazan, and then we were going to do the end of one and everything, but everything got running so late. At D and Trench, I told him, I said, guys, you guys got a 2.5 hour trip, go ahead and go home. Well, and they had a big wedding to do. D and Trench had a big wedding to do on Sunday. So, we got to do what we got to do, and we do it.
They're game players.
That's why we all work so well together, Kate, because we all work in.
We all think
you
alike.
missed the event because you had stuff going on.
Yep.
We do what we got to do.
I know, and I know you always kind of adapt, and I'm sorry to hear on Jackie, but, he's coming back.
He is, and then we're going to have even a stronger team at Lee because you'll be at Lee, and Kevin's going to be at Lee, and Randy will be at Lee, Dave will be at Lee, and Jackie will be at Lee, and, I would sit there myself and say, well, maybe I'll just sit back and do nothing.
There you go. Finally. You run around so much.
But that's not going to happen.
Right. No, we always say that. We always say that as owners, don't we?
Yes,
I'm going to relax this week. Oh, it's up to a holiday week. No, it happens to me every time. And then I just rev up even more. I don't know about you. I'm just I'm like, oh, I got time. I'll do more. I got
so much more involved with the teams and the drivers this week. It was, or at Claremont. It was fun. And then being able to now, I've been going to the track every event that I can go to, and I don't think I've missed an event in the last 3 weeks. They're like, wow, I said, guys, I'm here to support you. I want to be here and let you guys know that my face is here, and if you guys have anything, it's not just about our 5 events. It's about our guys all season long, and that's the thing. We're here to support them, and I give them little teasers of 23 because there's a lot of good things coming.
You've been giving me some things to look out for too, so hopefully we get to talk about that later as we talk about everything else. But I do appreciate that. You keep it interesting.
We try to. I talked to somebody today that with another series that we're talking to about doing some things, and he goes, yeah, let's just keep it till July and everything. He says, let's not let the cat out of the bag yet, but everybody stay tuned. There's some really serious stuff coming.
That's awesome.
So,
and was your dad there as well?
No, he couldn't make it. I've been telling everybody, and they made some announcements about him, but he's been a little bit under the weather. He's going through some stuff. He did have open heart surgery last year, which everybody knows. Yeah. And he's been having a little bit of, I wouldn't say it's a setback, but he's been having a little bit of extra tests done and all that. Matter of fact, next Tuesday, I am going to take him and my mother over to Concord for some appointments and everything, and because I want to be there and actually find out really what's going on. But he's going to be 85 Sunday. which is pretty cool. And we're working on hopefully having the Whitcomb Classic at around his birthday for 23, which will be a separate event from the Whitcomb 5. It will not be a part of it.
Does he have anything fun planned for the day?
We haven't really planned anything yet because we're waiting to see how he's feeling. We go day by day. I text him probably in the morning when I get up, and I text him in the afternoon, and then I text him before I go to bed and just make sure. My mother, she's been pretty good. She went through some stuff where with her hip surgery, with some of the with the meds she was taking, she was having some reactions to it, but they've got her off that and got her on some other stuff, and things have cleared up. So it's all looking up.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. And anything different to expect with these races coming up as we head into the fall? Anything else that's different or people should look out for?
Well, Jackie kind of let the cat out of the bag at Claremont. I don't know if you heard about it, Kate, but. You know, we had the blue cone, right, at the first event at Manhattan. Well, we had it at Claremont. And the first podcast, Jackie sat there, and he lets the cat out of the bag. He says, well, I'm going to make a big announcement. I wasn't going to bring this up, but I'm going to tell you anyways. The blue cone has been retired. It's going to be at the track, but it's going to be at the autograph session.
Okay.
We're going to have it at the autograph session because Lee is doing the NASCAR paint the arrow in the track, the orange arrow. So we are going to the painted thing for the choose rule, starting at Lee. And then they'll have it at Monadnock too. Hudson, I'm not sure. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag with that yet because I haven't heard. But I know Lee and Monadnock will have the orange triangle painted in the track.
Wow, that is new.
That is new. It's exciting. And you know, I guess you guys at Lee and Monadnock got to do it because Jackie let the cat out of the bag.
Was he talking about at the event or on his series?
No, he was talking right at our podcast at Claremont. He let it right out of the bag, and everybody was like, "The blue cone's being retired." He said, "Yes."
Hashtag blue cone retired.
Hashtag exactly.
We're gonna start a hashtag.
We need to make let's get on that.
I'm gonna start making apparel. Hashtag blue cone retired.
Right. I think we ought to make a T-shirt. A retired blue cone T-shirt.
Yeah.
You know, let's get everybody on our Facebook to tell everybody.
Say, don't retire.
Do you want one? Everybody want one?
Are you for retiring or not retiring?
Right.
Yes or no?
Right.
Start an argument online.
Exactly.
Make it go viral.
Have fun with it. Well, I would love to go viral with it. Wouldn't that be fun?
And most people wouldn't even know what that meant.
Right. Exactly.
Blue cone.
Yeah.
Hashtag blue cone. Hashtag no.
Exactly. See, you're going to come up with so many different things. It'll be fun.
I'm going to do it on Twitter, and I'm sure people will engage with it and be like, what is this?
They will.
Or it's going to be something they think is something else, and then they're going to get upset about it. And they're like, how dare you?
Right.
And be like, I'm not even doing anything. That's fun. So that'll be new.
That'll be new.
That'll be new.
But you just gave me an idea.
Oh, boy.
So don't think I'm not going to run with it. We're going to do something else with the
hashtag it.
Well, hashtag it, yeah, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it to another level. I'm not going to tell you right now, but I'm thinking of something. I'll bring
towels, whip them
yeah,
in the air,
maybe
throw them at the stadium.
Stop.
Which side do you want? Which side?
Exactly.
It's like Twix, right side or left side. Which side do you want?
You know, like Steelers have the terrible towels.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Just throw them.
Whatever.
Or mini cones. You can just get little mini cones.
We get mini cones. Right. Give them out to the kids at the kids zone.
Don't retire.
Right. Don't retire. This is our non-retired cone.
Right.
Right.
Everyone gets one.
We'll have fun.
That's easy.
We're gonna have fun with it.
There you go.
I think Jackie will even like that idea. Wow, Jackie, how'd you not think of that?
Jackie.
You know? Yeah. So I think we ought to do something with a scooter.
No.
And have have a T-shirt made with Jackie, no scooter,
right.
Golf cart, something.
Right. Yeah. Poor guy. He will enjoy it though, won't he?
Oh, he already does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scooter,
I mean, that's
Scooter
Jackie. How long has he been doing this? 50, 51 years. I mean, guy's a Hall of Famer. If it's been done, he's done it. So.
And people can get tickets for the Hudson.
They get tickets for
right on their website,
Lee race right at the Lee Speedway. You get the ones at Hudson, get the ones at Monadnock. Yeah.
Do they have any discounts, like veteran discounts or student or kids? Right?
I don't know. Yeah, kids at a certain age and under are either free or they're $5. There is discounts and everything, but we're going through some tough times. Mm-hmm. We all know it. Mm-hmm. And sponsorships are. They're tough. I mean, I don't care how big your company is. You have a budget, and when you're starting to pay the fuel prices that we're paying now,
Oh, yeah.
you got to make cuts somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going to cut? You're going to cut on some of the entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So we're taking what we can get. We're trying to promote people the best way we can.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we're talking, we're making deals, and we're saying, hey, we'll do this and we'll do this, and let's talk about going into the future, and, you know, let's have some fun with this.
Yeah.
But there's tomorrow morning, James from the, and I'm just going to say it, from the 350 Smack, and I got a good meeting with a potential sponsor and everything. Matter of fact, it's one that's already involved with us, and I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want anybody to know that there's other products that could be coming along with them in 23.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and they are. We got a good meeting with them at 11 o'clock tomorrow, and then 3 o'clock tomorrow, I'm headed over to see old Joe Bassett at Lee USA Speedway to go over and get everything set up for that event, and that's going to be a fun event, guys, because there's going to be. You know, it's Loudon weekend. So it's going to be a lot of fun. The place should be packed. It should be rocking. I know there's a lot of race officials, even from Monadnock, that says, we're coming to your suite. We want to have fun. We're going to have fun.
Gotta have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. You know, and it's, I think everybody's catching on to say, okay, all right, the first event went well. The second event went even better. Okay, this is real. And I think that's what a lot of these people are saying. Okay, this is real. This is getting fun. I had a lot of messages after Claremont. I had a lot of messages after the first event. But after Claremont, I had so many messages and stuff on Facebook and stuff on my people sending me text messages and everything saying, wow, that was fun. We even had fireworks during the parade laps before the start of the race. Mike Parks put up fireworks and everything. So we stepped it up there, and now I'm sitting there going, okay, we got to step it up at the next event. How do you do fireworks at a night race? I don't think we could because you're not going to get the effect of it.
Right.
But at Lee, I think I'm going to, and Joe, I'm coming, buddy, tomorrow. I'm going to bring this up to you. How do we do some fireworks? Do I need to get a hold of somebody, or Joe, do you want to do, or do you want to work it out? Because the drivers, while they were going around the parade, said they saw it and it just looked
That's
so
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Because they did it on the backstretch, and then at Claremont, the backstretch where they did the fireworks is above the track.
Yeah. Yep.
So it was really cool. Everybody got the effect.
Did
and
anyone
the
get any photos?
Yeah, I've got photos of it and everything because Taylor Armstrong, our photographer, took a bunch of photos of it. So it'll be all over the website and everything, which we're making some modifications and making a lot of changes to that. I got a new Facebook page that's coming out for the Whitcomb 5
Well, that'd be
series
nice
itself.
for a nice 4th of July post. You know,
Right.
kind of a
Yes.
collage of all of them together.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Because this weekend's going to be fun. And I'm not going to say anything more, but next year, 4th of July could even be a lot more fun.
Oh my goodness.
You know?
You keep leading everyone on here, and you know
Yeah, because we're going to make this is going to be fun now.
it is.
I'm going to make this fun. I have new motivation.
You do.
And, yeah, I'm excited.
So now, what's the new Facebook page called?
It's going to be the Whitcomb 5 series. It's going to be we're either putting it as, I was talking to some people today that are working on it for me right now, and it's going to be the Whit 5 or the Whitcomb 5 series.
You said be careful
Facebook
with.
page.
I think of the 5 Wits.
Right.
Do you remember 5 Wits?
Yeah.
The interactive.
Right,
thing.
yes.
It's very fun.
I do.
Very fun.
I do.
Shout out.
I do.
This is not sponsored by them, but very
Right.
fun.
Well, that's what we're going. I've already got the
Wit 5.
what do you call it? The
5 Wits.
domain name for our new website that we're going to have for
Nice.
the end of 22. It's called it's going to be the Wit 5. Okay, and that's I've already got it. I've already got the domain.
Perfect.
So yeah, I've made sure of that. So that's going into 23. That'll be a whole new Facebook or a website that we're
That'd be
working
great.
on. Yeah. I've got that, and then Seaconk on Wednesday. We're going down there to do that. We're bringing a big potential sponsor down there that is really excited. We were talking, emailing today with him. I'm going down there with the guys from the Super Modifieds, and I mean, there's a lot of things going on, Kate. And then next Tuesday, I've got to bring my parents, like I said, over to Concord and everything. But besides that, I've got a big launching over there in Concord with a potential sponsor and everything that's looking to maybe be a series sponsor.
Okay.
And we could be bringing in a charity
Oh,
to
perfect.
this. Yes. Yeah.
What would that charity? What do they do?
I can't say.
Okay.
I
Something to do with racing?
No. It's a charity that's big in New Hampshire and it has to do a lot with hospitals. I've been talking to them all season long, and I think I've found a way to get them involved. That's going to be a big benefit for them. And once I get this done and everything, I'll start talking about it. Maybe I think at Lee we'll really be able to bring it up and everything. Hopefully at Lee we may have something already going. It won't be full-fledged going, but by Hudson it'll be 100% going if all this gets done next Tuesday.
And for those that are watching or listening, do we have info on the website for sponsorship information
we do. Yeah, we don't have pricing because I don't really like to put pricing because right now with the way the economy is and everything, we're dealing with people. You know, we sit there and say this is what the actual value is, but what do you look? You know, what can you do? You know, and do we take some things away? If you come in and you want to sponsor an event, it's $10,000. Okay, I'm gonna just use that number. And they come in and say, no, but we could do 5 and everything. Okay, well, this is what you could get for 5. You know, are you still interested? We'll make sure you get as much exposure you can get, but I can't do this and I can't do X, Y, Z. You know, but I can do this and I can do this and get you. And that's what we did with Weaver Brothers at Claremont. You know, I mean, there was a number that we wanted because we know the value's there, but we know the times we're working in. You know, and we everybody's got to work together, and if everybody works together, then you know we'll make it work. You know, that's really interesting. The only thing we can't change is we can't change the purses. Right. You know, I was told, hey, you made the purses, now you got to lay with them, and yeah, you're right, and I'm going to.
So for anyone who wants to still be a sponsor, they can still be a sponsor. Yeah. In any of the upcoming events.
I have. Well, the only one that is definitely taken, and I'm starting a big thing, and I told them I was going to talk about it on here today, and we'll bring it up now since you just said that. But I have Lee is open for a full sponsorship, and Hudson's open for a full sponsorship for the event. Okay, and we're talking to anybody. You know, bring us a number, and you know we'll tell you what we can do for you for that number. The September championship weekend is already taken by the Auto Mall in Fairfields. And I talked with, actually I didn't talk to her. I was texting with Andrea at Auto Mall, who handles, her husband Chris owns Auto Mall in Fairfields. And I was texting with her today, and told her, I said, listen, we're doing the podcast today, and I want to bring up, we are doing a full-fledged promotional program between the end of July right up through the event. We're going to have show cars at Auto Mall. We're going to have show cars at Fairfields with the modifieds, with the drivers. We will see if we could maybe do one. And I know I got to get this cleared with Dean Trench and you, but, you know, if you can't make it, Kate, I'll have Randy or I'll have Kevin do it. But I want to do maybe one on-site podcast at one of these in either the end of July or August. Okay. And it'll be either in Keene, where close to Monadnock, or over in Brattleboro. It'll be one of those dealerships. They have the Auto Malls in Brattleboro, Vermont, and then the Fairfields is in Keene, New Hampshire. So they're big into this. They're very interested. I have a big announcement coming for them for next year. With what they may be doing with the Whitcomb 5 and definitely with the Whitcomb Classic in 2023. So we've already discussed that. They're very, very interested. We don't have the details, but it'll be coming soon.
Well, I got to say, we've come a long way from when you and I had that first conversation to
February of 21.
Yeah. I think
that's when it was. I met with you in your office, and they said, this is what I'm looking to do. And we started it. Yeah. And, yeah, we got a long ways to go. I'm not gonna pull any joke.
We are.
Oh, running. We're rolling.
We're cooking with gas right now.
We're rolling. I mean,
we've got content we're putting out. We've got folks that are being sponsors.
I'm even gonna bring this up because I brought it up to Trench earlier. I said we were gonna do a trackside party at Monadnock the night before the championship week. Yeah, we're not. We have champagne at every race now. All 3 drivers at Claremont had their own champagne bottles and popped them. Okay, that's Jackie's idea. We did that. They had fun with that. Okay, we got the big checks. We got more things. We got some things. I don't think we're going to have it this year. We may have it championship weekend, okay? But definitely in 23, we're going to have these things where we're going to have staging post for the top 3.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, it's going to have a little, like, Formula One flair to it. Because
so like first,
we've got,
second,
yes,
third.
we're NASCAR, but we got the open wheels, so we're going to put a little, and NASCAR and Indy have kind of, they go to Indy now, and they're running together. Some of the Indy cars go to the NASCAR track. So we'll put a little bit of both flares into it, you know. We get a little open wheel Indy car stuff, a little bit of NASCAR, and bring in, kind of mix it. Make it exciting. We want to put that little extra pizzazz in it, you know, make it fun. These drivers are loving it. They really are. I sit there and everything. I thought the first race, I was like, there was a lot of things we did wrong. And they were like, oh, it was great. And I said, okay, good. Okay, I'll run with that. But we're going to fix it. Yeah. We made it better at Claremont, and they were like, oh, that was a great event. So, you know, we made Claremont look pretty good. You know, let's see what we got at Lee.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a big weekend. That's a pressure cooker.
I've not been there before, so it's going to be a first time for me.
It's a fast track. It's it's a 3/8 track. It's a fast modified track, and it's going to be a fun event. Now we had 22 cars at Monadnock. We had 22 at Claremont. Okay, biggest modified fields that they've had all year long for these type of modifieds. Okay, Wheel and Tour had 25 or 26, I believe, last week for their event at Monadnock. So we're right there with them all. Now, they're saying at Lee, we could have 26 to 28. I heard Claremont, we were going to have maybe 25 or 26, but I know some guys had some other things that they had to do, and they couldn't make it. I talked to them at Monadnock, and they were there, and, you know, it is what it is. And but it's going to be exciting. You know, 22 cars, you can put a great show on. I know at Lee last week when we were running at Claremont, we had 22 cars, and the 350 Smack Super Modifieds were running at Lee Friday night. They had 22 Supers. So imagine those together, 44 cars. That's pretty sweet.
And are you doing any giveaways?
Hint.
Yeah. Are you doing any giveaways this time? I know that I think it was Randy and I believe we were given the honor of giving away some fun. I think it was gift certificates in the pit. Give it to some kids that don't even have their license yet who are actually racing.
We're gonna have some more stuff like that at Lee, but Truly's been stepping up, which, you know, we can never forget about the Truly Hard Seltzer. They are great people.
I've been quietly sipping.
Yeah, Mike at Amaskeg Beverages has been great with working with them, the Truly people, and I have to give a shout out to Leah Speed at you know, Boston Beer and everything, because that's where Truly comes through, and they've been great to work with, and I'm looking for some bigger and better things with them going forward and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to what's coming next.
Yeah, and so as we then we go into September, right, and then we have Monadnock Speedway again.
Yeah, right.
And then kind of towards the end is, what do you hope to see when you look back on the year? You know, I think overall, it went so far very well, but, you know, we're at the halfway point. But what do you hope to kind of see towards the later of the year?
It has. You know when you start to do something, you have this vision. The vision never actually happens the way you see it.
Don't we know it?
Right? So
sometimes in a good way, you know. Sometimes you get some.
Yeah, exactly.
You get some
and then
pivots.
And then some things happen, and then some other things happen, and then it either makes it better, worse, or indifferent. I'm trying to make it so that it's better. I've learned from the mistakes we've made. Jackie and I talk all the time. I even talk with Randy, who does a lot of stuff at Monadnock Speedway. I've talked with Kevin because he's in the radio business, so, you know, how do we do things? Dave Sutherland's been around Monadnock and racing since, you know, Christ was a Boy Scout. So, you know, it's I'm learning from all of them. Have I done stuff at certain levels of this sport? Yeah. But what I'm doing now is new to me. Am I new to the sport? Absolutely not. But I'm learning, and I'm watching, and I'm more aware now than I have been at any point of this, because I've been so focused on certain things. Now I'm taking it and making it a whole. I'm broadening my horizon. Let's put it that way. I'm making it so I've got my fingers a little bit into everything, but I'm still focused on what like Jackie says, Greg, you need to be focused on this when we're at the events. You need to be focused on this. And I guess from what he said at
So he's
Claremont,
like your mentor?
well, yeah. Who wouldn't want Jack Arute as your mentor?
There you go, yeah.
You know, in this sport. But he told me, he said at Claremont, at Monadnock, we had a few words. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jackie came out and said, I don't need you putting up banners. I need you doing this, and you need to be doing, And he says, you got your fingers. You're doing too much of that. He says, so stop, take control away from that, and go do what you need to be. So at Claremont, he gave me a little bit of kudos, and he said, no, you did what you needed to do. You were professional at this thing, and you did what you needed to do. So, did I improve? Yep. Did the event get better? Yep. So everybody improved. Everything was better. So when we go to Lee, now we got 2 under our belt. We're going to the third one, and we'll make it even better. And it's going to be a bigger weekend anyways, because it's Loudon weekend. So
Do you think there'll be more of a turnout?
I do.
With this track?
I do.
More of
I think there's
Monadnock?
going to be a lot more fans.
Yeah.
Just because it's
think
it's
location?
Loudon weekend.
Yeah.
You've got Loudon, which is just outside of Concord, and Lee is just outside of Maine, so it's right there. And then you've got 2 NASCAR guys, the Cup guys, running in the Granite State Pro Stock race, and people are going to come watch it. And of course, Corey LaJoy, his father Randy LaJoy, ran all the modifieds around New England. They're Connecticut people. I've known Randy since I was a kid, and Corey's coming up here. It's going to be great because everybody knows him, and they want to see him. And Tyler Reddick's, who's he driving for? Richard Childress. Who drove for Richard Childress? Earnhardt. Okay, he's coming up here. And what car number does he ride? 8. That was Junior. So there's some added excitement with that. Plus, it's Loudon weekend. It's you got the 100-lap Pro Stock race. You got the 125 for the Whitcomb 5. It's going to be a big weekend. I mean, I know, like I told you, the officials from the tracks are like, we're coming. Yeah. We're going to be there. We're going to be doing some stuff there, but when we're done, we're going to your suite. Can we go to your suite?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So guess what? I got to call Tempestas.
How does this suite differ from than the Monadnock Speedway? Is that a bigger suite? Did you call it a beer garden? Is that what you were calling it before?
What Lee has, and again, I haven't been to Lee in probably 4 or 5 years. So from what I remember, there's a beer garden up in 3, okay? And then down in turn 1, Joe said, he has a tower down there, and they got a suite, okay? So that's where the suite's going to be. But he can serve alcohol and everything be down there too. So, we got the beer garden. So I'm going to try to figure out how people want to be. But all the food will be down in the suite area. If people want to go from there up to the turn 3 because they want to go up to the beer garden up there, yeah, we'll make it. But we're going to figure out how we're going to do the podcast, and I'll figure all that out tomorrow. I told Trench I'm going to take some pictures and say, okay, where's the best place? Because the pit thing is going to be different. Because all the modifieds pit inside the track. Okay.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Yes. Okay. They'll all be lined up
the outside that we were seeing before at Monadnock?
Correct. Where the pit is down below. They're going to be
uncommon?
inside. They're going no. That's all way. The big tracks all are.
Yeah.
But that's going to be different. So I got to figure out with Joe, how am I going to do that? Because say we do our first on-site podcast in the morning inside the track.
Yeah.
We got to get out of the track before practice starts.
Yeah.
So we got to figure out timeline how we're going to do that. And we will. But I'll figure out that with Joe. Maybe we do it there. Maybe we don't do it there. But then I said, okay, do we want to do the podcast down by the suite, or do we want to do it up by the beer garden? And I'm thinking I want to do it up by the beer garden because there's going to be a lot more fans. And if we got Truly product where we're going to be giving out, I got koozies this time. I got T-shirts.
I still have my T-shirt, by the way. It's my night shirt.
There you
and
go.
Also my
beautiful.
What do you call it?
Your cooler.
I call it my lunchbox or cooler.
Yeah, your cooler.
I brought that.
Right. So we got the coolers. We got the koozies now. And I wish I would have brought some of them, but I got everything in storage. Everything's getting all set to go ready for Lee. And then we got the T-shirts. So we want to be able to give those out to the fans and everything. So, I want to be as close. We want to be right there with the fans. Right. Yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome? We got to figure out how to do that.
Start the wave. I want to start.
All right, you got 2 weeks, Kate. Figure that out.
So I'm gonna be like a plant inside of the place, and I'm just gonna, hey guys, let's start the wave. And just go doing the wave.
Right. You'll probably be able to do it at
And
Lee.
then Jackie will be at the bottom going, right? And
there
then
you
we'll
go.
do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, well, it's New Hampshire, right? So you guys can do a lot more stuff than You guys at least can do.
Yes, we can.
What do you call fireworks? You can do that.
Yep.
We can't here.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, you can do it at places like tracks because
Sure.
I've seen Seekonk do it. And they'll probably, I don't know if they'll do it Wednesday night.
Yeah, the Brockton Rocks do it now that I'm thinking
Yeah.
about it.
Right.
You just can't do it yourself, I think.
You can't do it yourself.
Oh,
Right. We can in
bummer.
New Hampshire.
I know.
Yeah.
Live free
Couldn't
or
when
die.
I was a kid. We used
Oh,
to go down
couldn't?
to the Southern 500 in Darlington, and actually we went even to the Trans South 500 in March, and I go down there with my dad and my uncle and my cousin, and we'd go out to places because you could buy fireworks down there. Okay, we put them in duffel bags. And then we couldn't bring them back on the plane.
Little smuggler.
So what we did was we put them on a bus and had them shipped back to New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Okay. One year, my little brother sits there and he lets them all off in the month of May.
Oh.
So I didn't even get to have them for the 4th of July.
Oh.
You know?
Did anyone hear? That's an odd time. You know?
Right, Mike? So,
Did anyone call and was like, excuse me?
yeah. No.
No? When was
All of a
this?
sudden, I came and went to open up my duffel bag, and it was empty.
What year was this?
Oh, good God! It was 81,
Okay.
82.
So
you
it
know?
wasn't, no one was worried in the early 2000s or lately.
You didn't even know what was going on back there.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna worry.
You weren't even here.
I was just a thought in
Yeah,
someone's mind.
You weren't even a thought.
I don't know. I wasn't. No.
Exactly. Yeah. So that dating me.
I
Thank
think
you.
my parents were still, taking exams or something, weren't you, Mom?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who knows what Dad was doing?
Who knows?
Right.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So you're gonna have fireworks. You'll have the whole.
I don't know if we're gonna have fireworks at Lee. I'm gonna talk to Joe tomorrow
Okay.
and say, listen, can we step it up a
I
little
think
bit?
it'd
Because
be wonderful.
I think it would
Kids
be
love
great.
it. All right.
You got two big shows.
People have been deprived of so much entertainment the past 2 years.
Right. Yeah.
So people want it.
Yeah, we do. And I would love to find out. See, we're going to be in New Hampshire for that event in the 16th at Monadnock, but that night before, even if we don't do it, because I was thinking about the night before if we did it as a trackside party to have fireworks and everything, because it's nighttime. The event's during the day.
Yeah.
Can't do it then. But if we do it at Tempesta's and we got the top 4 cars sitting outside of the restaurant, this is my
Are
plan.
they close by?
Tempesta's?
Yeah.
They're only 15 minutes up from the racetrack.
Oh, perfect.
And it's where the hotel, Best Western, that we're
Yeah.
going to be staying in, that I have a program with and everything. So
Yeah.
that's where everybody, you guys will all be staying. So it's right there. The restaurant's right in the hotel.
Gotcha.
Okay. So we're going to have the 4 race cars set up. And then I'm sitting there going, okay, do I call a buddy of mine? Do I tell and say, hey, can you give me some fireworks and see if we can let some fireworks off that night? Just to build some excitement.
True Americana.
Yeah, build it right into the next day. Let's make that the New Hampshire 500. Just make it a little extra fun. Hey, we brought a Daytona 500 to New Hampshire. Back in 1990, my father did. So let's treat this a little bit like a championship weekend. That's going to be a fun weekend. And everybody knows something that we did, and you didn't see it, Kate. Something we did at Claremont, and Jackie, yes, you came up with this idea too. We went out and got some Dayglow orange duct tape, okay? And we run it across the windshield of the car like we ran it at Claremont with Todd Patnode because he won and advanced. He won at Monadnock and advanced to the Final Four. So we put the orange duct tape. So any car you see with the orange duct tape across the windshield, like when we go to Lee, the 2X of Todd Patnode and the 6 of Ben Byrne that won at Claremont will both have the orange duct tape across. That's showing the fans they've advanced to the Final Four.
Okay.
So when we get to the Final Four, there'll be 4 cars in that race, and they're going to have a Dayglow red, orange, whatever you want to call it, roof number. So that they're significant. They may have that, plus they may have the tape across the windshield, just to extra signify that they are the Final Four. Now, they're the only 4 that can win the championship. Doesn't matter where they finish. I went over that with the drivers. Doesn't matter where they finish, okay? As long as they beat the driver that beats those other 3, he could finish 15th, and the other ones finish 18th or further back or 16th or further back. He wins the championship.
Sure.
Yep. So I'm hoping somebody wins too. I really do. I hope, right now Ben or Todd win another one because I want somebody to point their way in. Because everybody's starting to find out when they're looking at the point standings, and they are tight right now. They are tight. And what I want to see is these guys are starting to figure out, oh, it is important to finish in the top 5 or 10 in that first 75 because you get bonus points. Okay. And they're starting to see that. And yeah. But next year is going to be even more fun because we'll come up with something a little bit. We're going to keep it the same, but we'll come up with maybe a little twist to it or something. But I think the drivers right from the beginning are going to go, all right, these first, of course, next year is going to be different. We're going to run more laps and have 3 segments instead of 2. But it's going to be a little bit, but they'll understand. I got to go at the end of each segment because I got to finish as high as I can in those segments without burning up my tires for the end of the race. And hopefully next year we can go to 6 tires instead of 5.
So as always, we have plenty of things to look forward to.
There is. There's.
We got more sponsorship, opportunities for folks.
We do. Yep.
We got great sponsors already with us.
We do.
We have more races coming up. We have more exciting things coming at the races.
Right.
Fireworks potentially. We got hashtags. We got family fun.
I mean, we've got Auto Mall. We've got Fairfields. We've got Truly Hard Seltzer.
Shout out.
Yes. Shout out. And then we've got New Hampshire Lottery. We've got the DraftKings. We've got Sandry and Sunoco. We can never forget about Sandry and Sunoco. They're doing they're sponsoring the autograph sessions right now, but I know they're going to step up to the plate and do more next year. You know, this COVID thing's done a lot of things to different types of companies, whether convenience stores, gas stations, whatever. So you got them. We've had Weaver Brothers Construction now involved with the first 2 events. New Hampshire. And then there's so many other things. We got people buying our ads and our programs and stuff. You know, we got to give shout outs to them. I wish I could list them all, but I can't. You know, I have our apparel company with Silver Screen Design. You know, they're our official apparel company. They've done a great job, you know, with everything we've asked them to do, and they're right on top of it. They get us stuff, you know, right off the bat. So it's been great. You know, Dan Trench have been great. You've been great, Kate. You know, everybody we have, Jackie, Dave, Randy, Kevin, everybody we have, all of our employees, you know, that we have at the tracks and stuff. It is. And Jackie said that at Claremont. He says, you know, you've put together a pretty good team here and everything. He says, and once they really get it, he says, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. So by Lee, by Hudson, maybe by Monadnock, but definitely going into 23, yeah, we're going to have a bulletproof team. It's going to be fun.
I can tell because how much work you put into it. Like, constantly, you're like me. Constantly something is in the back of your mind. I don't know, like I will solve problems in my sleep. I don't know about you, but like I will come up with ideas in my sleep. I will figure out everything in my random time. I'll start to figure out something. Yeah, it sounds like you're kind of the same way.
That's how I am, and I think I said that. I said that to you the first time I met you. I said, "Oh my God, this is Kate. Kate is me 25, 26 years ago."
That's me.
You know. It's how I am. It's how I think. And yeah, I mean, I wake up in the middle of the night going, oh, and I'll get up and I'll go write down a note that I just thought about, or I do it in the car. I used to keep a tape recorder in the car with me because I'd have a thought, and I was like, if I don't say it, especially now that I'm getting older, I forget. You know, and I need to get one for myself and just sit there and go, oh, here's a thought, bam, because I do my best thinking in the car.
I think do you have an iPhone or Android?
I have an Android.
I don't know about Android, but I know like Siri, you can say, Siri, please remind me, and I'm reminding you that you're blah, 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 blah.
Right.
She'll tell you.
I know. Yeah.
She's like a second wife. She'll tell you everything you need.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Right.
So, well, we got plenty of things to look forward to, and I'm excited for it.
I am.
And seriously, as a new person getting into the racing sphere, it is very interesting. It's very exciting.
I'm really sorry you missed Claremont because Claremont went better than I expected.
That's good.
Seems
like each one is getting more. Not that they're running bad at all, but like they're running smoother. They're running better, right?
I don't want to wish time by, but I can't wait for Lee.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait for Seekonk Wednesday night, but I can't wait for Lee. Yeah. I really think.
You have a photographer that night, or you have someone?
Taylor's going to be at every event. She's doing a fantastic job, and we've even had her talking with Chip, who does a lot of photography. He's been doing it forever, and I said, listen, Chip, I pulled him aside, and I said, you know what? I said, I got somebody with some talent here. I said, but teach her how to take care of it at the track and learn, So Taylor's a little shy. Nothing wrong with that. She's 25 years old, you know. So not like you, Kate. You just got it.
Oh, thank you.
You got it.
Taylor's got it. I don't
Taylor.
know Taylor.
I know
Come on,
Taylor. I know Taylor's
Don't
got
listen
it.
to him,
She
Taylor.
she's. I've been around Taylor since she was 3 years old. She's my daughter's best friend. So they've been going to nursery school. They started at nursery school and they got their kids together. It's great. But I just told Taylor. I said, listen, talk with Chip and let him show you. Don't be shy. You just put yourself in the right positions and let him show you how to take pictures of race cars because it is different. It's different than taking. I've got some pictures that my daughter sent me that Taylor took of her and my granddaughter, and they're beautiful. And I'm like, if I could get her to do the race pictures like she does those, then we've got a home run.
There you go.
Yeah. So there's
Got
another
plenty of
strong
content.
part.
Good. And then
Yeah.
so people can start to follow you on you don't know which page it is yet?
No,
or
right
the
now,
name?
make sure everybody's going to gwpromotional.com.
Yep.
And then also to the Facebook page. But we've got a new one coming out, and hopefully it'll be out. It'll be out in the next week or so. But we're working on it, and we're taking our time to do it because I want to do it right. But yeah, so it's all good.
That's good. More
Yeah.
sponsors. So if you're interested in sponsoring, highly recommend it. And we can reach out.
Yes.
Is still the Greg at gwpromotional.com?
And they can even go through Kate Creative Media.
You can go through me.
Kate
Hey.
we've
Kate
got
at Kate Creative Media. You
we've
can
got
come
a
to
deal
me.
that we'll make it work.
Yeah. I know. Well, I've been bringing sponsors to him in the past, so I hope he's.
We got one in the
Can
works,
you just
Kate.
close them, please? I'm just kidding. Ready?
We're gonna close them. We got one in the works.
I know. I'm excited about that one.
Right. Me too.
We have more coming down the pipeline. We got DraftKings in New York, the New Hampshire State Lottery.
Yes.
I'm probably going to do that. You get $50. You bet $50, you get $50.
Right. Yeah, they've got you covered.
Well, how you gonna
DraftKings New
lose?
Hampshire Lottery, they got you covered in every way you can see fit.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're packing up here. Anything else that we got to talk about before our next race?
No, I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about, but there's a lot of things I can't say right now. So, yeah, we'll save it for Lee. How's that?
We'll save it for Lee. And then we're going to be back at the studio again this summer.
Yeah.
And then we're going to continue it, bring it into the fall, and then carry it into the new year and start up again.
Right.
So we're going to be in it.
You may even see us at Fairfields or Auto Mall with a little on-site there. Right, Trench?
He's already, look at him. He's thumbs up.
He's thumbs up, yeah.
All right. Well, shout out to Truly. I liked this one.
Yes.
Mine was watermelon cucumber, margarita style.
Yes, and like I said, I have the strawberry hibiscus, and it was margarita style too, and they're really good. So they're selling. I'll tell you what, they're really selling well. The only track I've been at where they had them right now is Monadnock. They got them at Lee also.
These ones, these
yeah,
new, these
the
new
new
flavors.
Trulies.
Yeah.
They got them all, and they're selling well.
Yeah.
They're really doing well. So yeah,
glad
shout
they're
out to
coming
you
out.
guys at Monadnock. Thank you, Michelle and Lisa and Norm and Jeff. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you.
And thank you to you guys behind the booth there.
Yes, D and Trench, you guys
Keeping us
rock,
sounding
buddy.
good and looking good.
Okay. Thank
We're
you.
out.
We're out.